All right, people, welcome to another video guide in Remnant 2. This time we're going to be running the Lament dungeon. Now, this is one of my favorite dungeons in the game because it has a lot of puzzles, secrets, uh, traps, all that stuff. So yeah, I'm excited. Once again, feel free to skip to a certain section if you've done this. I'll leave timestamps in the description. All right, so let's get started. Now, when you first approach this, you will trigger the trap, and these arrows are always going to one-shot you no matter what your health. So what you want to do is crouch and keep moving. You will be safe, except when you try to jump over this obstacle. Now, when you step on these things, another one of these, they will switch directions. So nothing to worry about. We're going to be jumping over this anyway. Again, this passage is just extremely safe as long as you keep crouching. Alright, now here you have to jump over these obstacles, but they are also trapped with arrows. So just, you have to be slightly more careful about the time. Once again, keep crouched, and you have to match your jump to the timing when both these arrows fly across. Okay, now you triggered a change in direction, but it doesn't really matter. We're gonna still jump at the right time. There. All right, you are pretty much done with this, and there you go. Now when you pull this lever, you will deactivate all the traps. All right, let's get going. Also, if you want, there is a treasure up here. All right, so here we are in the second segment. Sorry about the jump cut. Now, I went through and I dispatched most of the enemies just to save time. I don't want to waste your time. So let's get going. Now, as soon as you enter this room, you're going to see these sarcophagus and these symbols. They will be useful for a solution, for the puzzle solution later on. There's a book over there. We will look at that in just a moment. But for now, keep going. Here you'll find a bunch of enemies. Dispatch them. Your first loot will be right up here. Over here, you will find a ring, a random ring from the Yaesha loot table. It could be different depending on your RNG. Now, one thing about this dungeon is you will need a very specific key item to solve the final, to open the final door. And the enemy that drops it will always spawn in a random treasure coffin like this one. In my case, he spawned in the very first one, but there's like 3 or 4 of them. So you open this up, the enemy will pop out, you kill it. It's not too difficult. And it will drop an item called Kolket's key or something like that. Kolket's key or razor. You examine that. Once you examine that, there will be an interact button. You push the button over here and it will turn into a key. So please note that you will need this for the last puzzle. All right, let's keep going. Feel free to thoroughly check this place. The treasure coffins could be anywhere. It's slightly randomized, so I can't really help you with that. But yeah, there's another one here. So you're basically kind of forced to thoroughly clear this dungeon and look for those coffins. All right, so now that is done. Now that you have the key, that's for later. And we have arrived at the puzzle. I'm going to make a jump cut so I can move on to the next section. All right, so now we need to open up this door. The solution to this is, well, first you're going to open up this shortcut door Once you open up this shortcut, you're going to be back in the beginning. You don't have to go there just yet. Let's solve this puzzle for now. Now, the hint. It is going to be different for you because it is randomized. So what you want to do is open this book. You read this book. The first page, you want to see the symbol. And make a mental note of this. And you have to match the symbols on the sarcophagus that have blankets with the symbol. So let's see, we've got this symbol here. Made a mental note. Now what I want to do is look at the blankets which have a matching symbol. So there's one like this. So one of the symbols is a Pokeball, I guess. There's one over here. Like a circular tower. All right, so we've got 2 out of the 4. There's another one, a circular coffin, I guess. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of these symbols. And we've got another circular symbol here. Okay, so let's get going. It'll be different for you. And there we go. The order in which you input these does not matter. As long as you put the 4 symbols, you will be fine. All right, so I'm gonna jump cut to the next section. All right, now that we've opened up this door, let's continue. We will first get the checkpoint. Do not, I repeat, do not open this chest, any of these, until you activate the checkpoint, because the enemy that I mentioned could be in one of those. All right, so you get your second ring over here. It could be randomized. In my case, it's the blood-tinged ring. There you go. We want to get there. We will get there soon. So you rest at the checkpoint. And then you can open up these coffins. I will open up. I don't think I'll find an enemy because I've already got one. You could get an aberration still, but I really doubt it. Anyway, so once you fight the enemy, if it spawns here, it'll also drop the key item. All right, let's get moving. This door over here is locked. So what you want to do is go back to the checkpoint and smash these containers. There will be a secret drop down like so. Before you get up there, you want to go here, and there's a secret passage which will have a key. Which we will need very soon. All right, we got the supply room key. Let's head back. All right. Climb up here. You can go up the ladder and unlock the shortcut first. This will lead back to the checkpoint. So let's go back down now that we've unlocked the shortcut. This is the supply room. Use the first key, or like supply room key. Climb up here. Now there will be few enemies here. Oh wait, not here. Okay. Now this is very randomized as well. So I'm going to YOLO this. Feel free to take your time with it. Okay, and I'm gonna jump cut to once it's done. If I die, that is. So I'll see you on the other side. Until then, I'm going to try to YOLO. Never mind. I was able to finish it. Okay. So here you go. Now, since I already have the armor, all I'm going to get is scrap. I'm going to quickly change to the scavenger's bubbles just so I can get
like that.
Extra money. Oh, sorry, wrong one. All right, cool. All right, so we've solved this puzzle. You could safely walk back. There's not going to be those saw blades. They're gone. Now let's continue with the puzzle. I'm not gonna jump cut. I don't want to confuse you guys. We're gonna walk normally to the checkpoint. Okay. All right, so there's a checkpoint. Now let's get out of here. And I will do a quick jump cut, just in case if I die. All right, now for the third section of this labyrinth, we're going to go over here. We can finally go to this area now. There will be some enemies. I'm not gonna bother cutting that part out. I'll just fight them. All right, we're back. Now, this may look like a jumping puzzle, but it's really not, and I'll show you why. So I have equipped the cube gun simply because it has unlimited ammo. Now, the way to solve this puzzle is there are hidden paths that actually lead to these blocks. The only one of the ways you could see is if you look very carefully, you might be able to see a very slight shimmer, but it's very inconsistent. Secondly, if you shoot the cube gun like so, see how it's bouncing off those rocks? It means there's nothing there. But here, you could see it's actually hitting something. So it is very safe to walk across. If you don't have the cube gun, you could always use arrows or like even normal bullets. See, it's hitting something here, which means there is a hidden path, and likely so. You could always check before you jump on. I'm gonna just quickly jump on here just to save time. As you can see, my bullets are bouncing off, but not here. So there is a path over here. So you can safely walk across like this. Now, I don't know if the paths are randomized. It might, I don't know. So this is one definite way to check. As you can see, this seems to be a very safe path. So I'm gonna go walk. And there you go. That was something. Anyway, grab your treasure. Now, remember the item that we got earlier, the Kolket's key? Once again, if you don't know how to get this, there are about 4 treasure chests in this zone. One of them will spawn an enemy that will drop you. It is randomized, so you have to be thorough with your investigation. You will get an item called Kolket's razor. You examine that. You will have an interact key, interact button, and you interact with it and you get this key. So we can now open this door. There you go. You're gonna get a third. I don't know if you always get this ring, but again, claim your treasure. But we're not done yet. There is one final treasure in this room, and that is above the ship. In order to get that, you're gonna have to walk to a hidden passage, which is, I think, around here. There you go. It's kind of easy to spot. The wall will shimmer, and then you will also hear a very slight audio cue that there is a hidden wall nearby. So the rest of this is pretty easy. You go up here, you jump down, and you grab your prize.
Ooh, not bad.
And that is it for this dungeon. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. We're gonna have more guides coming soon, and I do hope to see you next time.